Captain America: New World Order rumored to have major X-Men connections.
Oh my god, get the fuck out of here.
Rumor from Jeff Snyder, this guy.
Our favorite guy.
Yeah, this guy's got all the info.
Oh, that's our favorite
as
fucking
filming
guy.
continues on Captain America: New World Order in New York, we have some interesting rumors. Blah blah blah. Snyder has heard that Red Hulk will be put in the movie. Oh, really? Didn't that? That's a wild guess. It'll be Harrison Ford's general roster during the transformation, and that Valentina Allegra de Fontaine will be working with 5 other villains to form the Serpent Society. Their mission to locate and extract a new kind of metal that's even more powerful than vibranium. Do you know what it is? What's more powerful than vibranium?
It's more powerful.
It's adamantium.
Oh, no way.
The 4th installment in the franchise will have ties to the X-Men, so we can only assume this metal is adamantium. He doesn't elaborate, but a previous rumor has suggested that the Celestial known as Tiamat, who was frozen mid-emergence at the end of Eternals, will be the source of the alloy. That kind of actually makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So, like, if you think about it, right? Like, what? It's Eternals came out 2019
during the pandemic. So 20.
It was during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was October 2020. Eternals came out on Disney Plus.
It was. What? Oh my god! It feels like it came out in theaters and stuff. Did stuff. Anyway,
I don't think it came out. I mean,
well, it did, but yeah, I don't. Okay.
Disney Plus release date. I was wrong. I was so wrong. It was. Wait. So
it was during the pandemic.
Right, but it was.
So it was the fall, right? the fall of 2021.
It was November 5th. Okay. So I was a full year off. So it's 2021. So it actually hasn't been that long, actually, since we've had the Eternals.
And I was 2 years fucking behind. But
yeah.
Okay, so that's not too bad, but it's essentially been about 3 years since anybody really said, there's
about the Celestials.
Yeah, a giant god sitting in the middle of one of the oceans.
Yeah.
Other than what did we get? A news article? There was a news article in a back shot or something.
Yeah, was it Miss Marvel or She-Hulk had?
Yeah, it said something. Yeah, something about a hand.
I think it was She-Hulk.
I think it's silly that they didn't really address that because it's just so ridiculously gigantic. It would be interesting for them to use Celestials as a way to get, adamantium, and as well to introduce another section of, I guess, the X-Men, right? So with that,
this is going to be weird for the timeline, and here's why. If they're using an Eternal to get adamantium, then it hasn't existed in the world before that.
That's right.
And then Wolverine will be super young, well, comparatively. He's probably 100 years old at that point, but in the timeline, he would get his adamantium 10 years after they develop it, right? Like, so he wouldn't be Wolverine. The timeline is weird if they're using that.
So then what? Yeah, you can't even, because then if it's only coming from a Celestial, they had no idea. Like, they're not traveling to different universes to grab it.
Like a year later, all of a sudden you have Wolverine, and he's already been experimented on, and like in the X-Men. I don't know.
Okay, so here's a question for you that I have. How long was the span between him being experimented and getting the exoskeleton removed versus when you meet him in, like, let's say X-Men, the movie X-Men 1, when he's like, haggard, roaming across Canada?
Well, we also had Wolverine Origins, which would tell us that.
Oh, right. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Was that in the 70s?
Because he got it in Wolverine Forward Origins.
Did they say that he had his bone stuff first, and then
Bone
the
claws?
seal came over? Oh God,
Well, he
I
had his bone
forget.
claws. Like they showed that when he was a kid that he had bone claws.
Right, that and in
he used that was
the
in-
Wolverine.
yeah.
Yeah, because they took his
The Japanese one.
yes, the Wolverine.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Which I liked, by the way.
Oh yeah, James. It was a good movie. James Cook. Well, it got weird at the end with Silver Samurai, but
Oh, man.
yeah, James. Oh yeah, and then they. Oh yeah, you know what? They never. I totally forgot that they cut his claws off at the end of the Wolverine, and then
Yes,
he's just got his claws back.
because he just grew them back because they're
Yeah.
bone.
Yeah, but they didn't have. But he had adamantium claws in Logan.
Right, so he must have got them back somehow, obviously, or
Guess they
something
just skipped that
happened.
part.
So
Skip that part of the storytelling.
hey, maybe that's what happened. He traveled back.
Well, they should they should do that storyline where Magneto rips the adamantium out of his body. That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be really nice to see, but I can tell you right now, I don't think we're gonna see it. Not for no. Hold on, sorry.
15 years.
I'm gonna say a minimum of 10 years.
Yeah, this is gonna be a while.
A long while.
Okay.
Sad.
In all honesty, if you're Marvel and you're making anywhere from at least 50 million to 100 million each film, like why would you bother like bringing out the superstars when you're just coasting on what you got already?
Correct.
I don't know.